right, we didn't get to finish this question in the video, so I'm finishing 5.9. Because of strong headwinds, an airplane's ground speed for the first half of a 2,000 kilometer trip averaged only 600 kilometers per hour. What must its ground speed be for the rest of the trip to have an average of 720 kilometers per hour for the entire trip? Well, there's a couple things we do know. We know that distance equals rate times time. We also know that it was a 2,000 kilometer trip, which was broken into two halves. So knowing my math, I can do 1,000 and 1,000 to give me a 2,000 kilometer trip. The first half was 600 kilometers per hour. We want an average for the entire trip to be 720. But we do not know the rate of the second half of the trip because that's what it's asking for. So I know that I'm looking for this time column, but my distance equals rate times time does not give me an equation for that. So I can go ahead and divide by rate. So I know that time is equal to the distance over the rate. Distance over rate. Distance over rate. So when I reduce, I get 5/3 here and 25/9 here. But what I have to do is take this information and set up an equation. Since we've been working with these awesome equations, rational expressions, I have 1,000 over r. And I like this one because it's actually quite simple compared to what we've been doing. What is my common denominator between 3r and 9? Oh, let's talk about how we got that. We took the first half of the trip, added it to the second half of the trip, and made it equal to the entire trip. Sorry, I forgot that little detail right there. So, our common denominator in this case will be 9r. I have to multiply each term by 9r. 3 goes into 9r 3r times, which gives us a 15r. The r's cancel out so nicely, and we get 9,000. And my 9 and 9 cancel out to give me 25r. Now we're just solving. To get 15r over, I'm going to subtract. So I have 9,000 is equal to 10r, because 25r minus 15r. When I divide each side through by 10, my rate, oh, look at that. My rate is 900 kilometers per hour. So the question, I always go back to make sure I answered the question. Did I answer the question for the entire trip? It says, what must its ground speed? Yes, they're asking us for speed here, and I know that the ground speed has to be 900 kilometers per hour.